lakefront. A look there at Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, a good battle in the black and blue NFC North. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears.
Chicago Bears.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
Third and long. Here's Williams. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
It's a gain of 10.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. the shotgun. It's Love. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line.
Down at the 26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to run it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
1st and 10.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And 10.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They had to punt on their opening drive. No damage done as of yet. Still scoreless here, and they'll pick it up 1st and 10. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Toward the outside, catch made by Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, up at the 30-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
We'll go play action with Love. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, they've punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
Here's Torrey Taylor now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he overhit that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. The Packers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Love to throw. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. In motion goes Dobbs. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Love.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Green Bay. Duvernay to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 6. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Bears 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He's got his tight end down the field. That's Kmet. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
That's another.
They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
1st and 10 at the
So I really like the
39-yard
decision
line.
here that you're going to throw the ball to one of your big tight ends, but it's the personnel grouping that you do it out of. Bring as many big bodies onto the field as possible. Stay with the passing game, and you're able to
Try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. That's the linebacker, Quay Walker.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Love. Trying to set up the screen with Golden. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9
Well, sometimes
yards.
as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right, and he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43.
He was brought down by Deshaun Wright. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 43-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. To throw is Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bears' 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 31. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Love to throw. Open is Kraft. He's got it. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And will be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they go to work on 1st and goal. Back to throw is Love. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, Packers.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Bears nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. On the bootleg, it's Williams. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe, and he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far.
Still 2nd down.
And it draws the flag. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball. They get the man. And it's no gain.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. We're trying to set up the screen here to Swift, and he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Love will get this one out to Jacobs. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Second and 10. On play action, Love. Oh, he's going to be throttled up and taken down. They got him. Gervon Dexter in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Bears offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 4.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Here's the punter now, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. The Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Love. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Bears offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He hits Loveland on the RPO. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. They will run it over center with Swift. And he's going to get the 1st down. He is up past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
It's a loss of a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On second down, it's Williams. A throw downfield caught by Burden. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Bears.
A big-time play for the Bears. 39 yards.
The 26-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Devontae Wyatt in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in second and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Williams. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
As you can probably imagine, Mike, this one really burns me. I mean, man, I wish my fellow tight ends catch every ball the entire game, but to be this open and not come down with it, I'm going to have to set a reminder. Next year at TEU, we're going to have to bring out some jugs machines.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh! Half midfield! And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
You know, Mike, for a lot of guys in the league, the best way to make an impact as a rookie is through special teams. And anytime you can make yourself valuable, find a way to contribute, you do it. And that was a heck of a return right there.
The Packers offense ready for this next possession. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. On 1st and 10, here's Love. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. On the bootleg, it's Love. That's to Reed. He's got it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Packers.
Yeah, so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open, nice conversion.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Love. There's Pratt, the tight end. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers go out to a 10-3 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Entering Cooper. They're on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 8. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Xavier McKinney, the one who brings him down.
29-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, Reed. A good play action with Love. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
That's fielded at about the 18. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Bears offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll run. It's Swift. And he'll get forward for a couple. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
8. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
At the 43-yard line.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
A gain there of 21. Good for a Bears 1st down.
Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He'll get this underneath to Swift.
Williams pass. Complete to DeAndre Swift. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 18-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Williams now to throw. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. In motion, it's Odunze. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Williams to the air once more. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Roll, Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it, and the Bears will tie things up. It's now 10-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A return now from the 4. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Packers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. To the left side, he finds Kraft. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is Love. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
Open is Kraft. He's got it. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
On first down, it's Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At their 48-yard line.
Second and 7. To throw is Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. Packers going to use their final timeout now as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Third and a yard. Love. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, first and 10. They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do them any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
On second down, Love. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds they've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
The Bears take over first.
DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. A low-scoring game, all tied, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 3. Here's Swift. And he's going to have a Bears first down as he gets up past the 35.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bears first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
On first and 10, it's Williams. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
In trouble, and down he goes. Micah Parsons in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's third down.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Here's Williams. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland. They had the perfect play call there. They needed 18, and they got 18. First down.
That's good.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
A run here with Smith. The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Chicago.
First down. First and 10.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Swift. He'll work forward for a couple. Keyshawn Nixon there for the tackle.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Now Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
On the play. And the Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
At the 24-yard
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Off play action. Here's Williams. He's got it at about the 8, and they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
1st down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run with Swift. And he's in! DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears go up by 7. It is now 17 to 10.
17. Packers 10.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. Find themselves trailing 17 to 10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
First down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On the bootleg, it's Love. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and We're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Throwing on second down, Love. That one on target to Watson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Packers.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
2 yards.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression, and at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
On first and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Love. He's got it at the 7. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
First and goal, Green Bay.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on third downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise,
he will do it himself. He's in. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Green Bay. That his 2nd touchdown tonight.
This is one of the more impressive drives that we've seen in a while here, Mike, and to cap it off, it's a simple read option, but for some reason, the defense just doesn't account for the quarterback keeping the ball, and by the time they realize who has it, he's in the open field and on his way for 6.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will come back to tie things at 17.
At 17.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. To the right side, caught by Burden. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
16 yards.
A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Bears first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
To throw is Williams. We'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
The Bears send out their punt team as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. The Packers offense ready to get back to work.
At their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
16 yards.
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight. And it gives the team a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
The second down throw for Love. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it's going to bring up a third down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
And he's going to have the Packers first down. They only needed one, but it's a gain of 6, and it keeps the drive going. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Jacob will get it to start the fourth quarter. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
That is caught. What a throw. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
McManus on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers will go up by 7.
24. Bears 17.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll go play action here. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on first down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
On second down, it's Williams. He'll step up and run this.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Third and long. Here's Williams. Taking off, he'll try to get there. They'll pick up 7. Nice job defensively, though, to make sure it's not more. And it sets up fourth down.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
The Bears sending out their punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Go play action with Love. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
On play action, Love. Catch made there by Watson. And he's very close to a first down, out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The Bears offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Cleveland on the RPO. And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now Williams going to keep it himself. And that's going nowhere. Thrown down, literally and awkwardly, right at the line of scrimmage.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They will run it over center with Swift. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Waste of time.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He gets this complete to Burton. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Chicago.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, as you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
24-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Nate Hobbs. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete. Colston Loveland was the intended receiver.
Incomplete.
And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Christian Watson and the rest of the Packer offense heading back onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Has an opening, past the 40. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love quickly out to Watson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
3 yards.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Love to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind him, and that's the landmark of the screen play.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
At the 26-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Love. Over the middle. He fits it into Dobbs. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. Talk things over before 3rd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
That's good.
The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one caught at the 4. And the Packers going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
That's another.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. From a little further back, here's second and goal. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay.
Packers.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. This is first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
14 yards.
They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt, and that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
That's over the middle and taken by Loveland. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
A gain of 10 yards.
10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Chicago.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late. A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here's second down. They try to throw again. Here's Williams. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
On third down, it's Williams. And he did all he could, but he's going to be forced out at the line of scrimmage, well short of a first down. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that